everybody, and welcome to SyncApps' first walkthrough Wednesdays for the year 2019. So again, as usual, I'm Joanna and I'll be your host for today, wherein we will be showcasing our features announcement that we have rolled out for the last quarter of 2018. So I welcome you all to our first walkthrough Wednesday, and it's a pleasure of mine to have you here, to have your presence with me on the first walkthrough Wednesday that we have for the year. So a quick overview of what we're going to be discussing for today's walkthrough Wednesday is, of course, I just want a brief recap on what SyncApps' quarterly features announcement is all about. Next, of course, the fourth quarter of 2018 features announcement of the features and enhancements that we have rolled out for the last quarter of 2018. And I'll be talking more on the key rolled out features that we have for Q4, such as the checkbox to multiple group title enhancement for Mailchimp integrations. Second, we do also now support NetSuite checkbox segmentation. Third, this is a new feature wherein we now support federated identity using authentication policy for Dynamics 365 integrations. Next, I'll also be talking more on enhancement in our full sync add-on or full sync feature. And lastly, I'll be talking to you about our brand new feature, which is unlimited team member plans for your integration. So just a brief overview or a brief recap on SyncApps' quarterly features announcement and what it's all about. So SyncApps' quarterly features announcement, in here we aim to ensure that all of our subscribers are provided with the most up-to-date integration platform for your software integration needs. So every quarter, of course, we do this since 2017, our team puts together our key SyncApps features and enhancements that our development team have rolled out on that quarter to show the SyncApps subscriber community. So with this, we hope that we do keep our valued subscribers updated on our key features and of course in our product roadmap. We are confident that these features announcements will leave an impact on our subscribers as you use more and more key SyncApps features, definitely for your integration. So again, our goal is to provide you, our subscribers, with feature updates that you can definitely use in various integrations. So we believe you have different use cases, different integration requirements. So with that, we roll out, our development team continuously roll out product development features and enhancements to further provide and of course to further support you in your integration journey here at SyncApps. So we are proud that we have started our SyncApps quarterly features announcement since 2017. So please do feel free to reach out to our blogs if you'd like to go more and read more on each quarterly features announcement that we have rolled out since 2017. So without further ado, I introduce you our Q4 2018 features announcement. So for more details, you could actually visit our blog over at cazoomi.com/blog, wherein you can find more in-depth and in-detailed description of each feature and enhancement that we have rolled out for the last quarter of 2018. We have definitely closed 2018 with a bang, and we have rolled out several, not only several, but a few key features and of course a lot of enhancements to better your integration here at SyncApps. So for today, I would just like to talk more on the top or key features and enhancements that we have rolled out for the fourth quarter that I believe you could definitely use and utilize for your SyncApps integration. So firstly, I'd like to introduce you to the Mailchimp checkbox to multiple groups feature. Now we already have the Mailchimp or the CRM checkbox fields for segmentation supported for integration. But for now, I'd like to introduce to you that you could now sync your CRM checkbox fields to multiple groups in Mailchimp. Yeah, so again, our old or our still existing CRM checkbox field mapping add-on is now further enhanced, especially for Mailchimp integrations to support multiple group titles or multiple groups in your Mailchimp account. So with this, our checkbox field mapping lets you sync your CRM checkbox fields on your lead or contact records to multiple or different Mailchimp lists. So with the checkbox field mapping feature, I'd also like to introduce you that our list sync, filtering and segmentation, and field mapping features are required to use this feature or this add-on. So we do have the single group title for Mailchimp checkbox field. So this is the current one that we have in our system. So for example, you have a NetSuite to Mailchimp integration, and in NetSuite, you do have checkboxes on your particular contact. So each checkbox with SyncApps and the checkbox field segmentation mapping, each checkbox goes directly to one group in your Mailchimp list. So with the new and enhanced multiple group title for checkbox fields for Mailchimp integration, this is a brand new feature that you could enable for your SyncApps account or for your Sync profile. So in here, your checkboxes from your CRM with the help of SyncApps and of course the customized multiple group title enhancement feature, you could segment further according to your group title. So each checkbox could go to different groups under one Mailchimp list. So that is the beauty of the multiple group title for checkbox field. So if you definitely need or definitely feel that you need this integration requirement, then please do feel free to email us so that we could enable this customization for your Sync profile. So now that you have once enabled this feature in your SyncApps account, this is how it will look like in your Sync profile. So a section or another step will be added once the customization is added or enabled in your SyncApps account. So in here, you could select your Salesforce checkbox field and map that to your Mailchimp group title. So definitely give a try of this new customization for your Mailchimp checkbox to multiple groups feature enhancement. Second, we also now do support NetSuite checkbox segmentation. So with this, CRM checkbox fields are now available for NetSuite integrations, because as before, the CRM checkbox fields for segmentation is only available for CRMs such as Salesforce, Dynamics, Zoho. Now we have rolled out our checkbox fields for segmentation for NetSuite integrations. So with that, this is the flowchart of how you can definitely use your NetSuite checkbox fields for the group or even list segmentation for your integration. So for example, you have a NetSuite contact and you have checkboxes A to D, and he is subscribed or he's checked on all of those checkboxes. So in your Mailchimp or in your marketing automation list or group, that contact will also belong to those groups that you have mapped within SyncApps. But for example, if your NetSuite record unsubscribes from checkbox D, then automatically he will also be unsubscribed in group D in your Mailchimp group. So that is the beauty of the CRM checkbox fields for segmentation, and it is highly recommended, especially for GDPR policy usage. So definitely try and check out our CRM checkbox fields for segmentation for you to be able to use for your integration here with SyncApps. So third, I'd also like to introduce to you our Dynamics 365 federated identity using authentication policy. Now this is a new feature with a Microsoft federated identity, since Dynamics 365 is a Microsoft product. So Microsoft now has rolled out federated identity to be used throughout all of their Microsoft products. So if you're using Microsoft Dynamics 365, if you're using Microsoft Office, all of those products that they do have under the Microsoft umbrella, they now support federated identity for authentication policy. So what is federated identity all about? Federated identity is a highly secure authentication type performed to access a service for client applications. So again, it's an authentication type, given or provided by Microsoft that you could access to a service for different client applications. So it can be your Dynamics 365, it can be your Microsoft Office, and whatnot under the Microsoft products, or under their products at Microsoft. So in here, I just have a basic pattern or a basic flow chart in where your client or the consumer needs to access a service, right? Now, for example, if you are a consumer in Dynamics 365 and you're using a service for SyncApps, then you will need to get an identity provider from Microsoft themselves under their umbrella for the federated identity. So with that, the authentication is performed with an SDS, so it's a security token service, and those security tokens provide information to authenticate the consumer, or to authenticate the user. So this information, referred to as claims, includes the user's identity and might also include other information such as role membership and access rights to different client applications that the consumer uses. So SyncApps now do support federated identity in Dynamics integrations. So with that, we allow you to have an added authentication and authorization, leading to a more high-level security. As with the federated identity, we partner with a third-party provider for the authentication policy for Dynamics 365. If you'd like to use the federated identity, which is a more high secured authentication type for Dynamics 365 that is now supported with SyncApps, so all you need to go is in your Sync profile and choose authentication type, which is of course Dynamics 365 Online with federated identity. So you just need your credentials together with the security token service that the federated identity or authentication policy will provide you once you have that set up in your Dynamics 365. Next, I also want to reintroduce to you our full sync feature. So the full sync feature allows you to keep your lists fresh and up to date with removal or deleting your records accordingly to both of your applications that you integrate with. So a quick or a brief recap on the full sync feature. It removes your records from your marketing automation software during the sync, which, it's very critical. We actually believe it's highly critical in keeping your lists fresh. So with the help of the full sync feature, SyncApps will automatically clean up your lists from those deleted, removed, or unsubscribed records from both your marketing automation or even your CRM software that can't be removed when just doing the regular sync. So again, this is a brief flow chart on how the full sync add-on or full sync feature works. So for example, you have a Salesforce campaign and one record, contact number 2, is removed from your campaign in Salesforce, so automatically in your constant contact list, that will also be removed from constant contact as well. So that is the beauty of the full sync add-on. And if you need that for your integration to keep your lists fresh and updated, then that is definitely available for you to try out, to test, and see how the integration goes between your two apps for full removal and full deletion of that record. So with that, our development team prioritized the full sync feature for enhancements for the last quarter of 2018. So firstly, our full sync scheduling is now made easier for our subscribers. So it's much more easier for you to schedule out your full sync, basically making you more in control of using the full sync for your integration platforms, or choosing the right schedule for your applications that you use. Next, we also do support now our enhanced full sync to better support your GDPR requirements. This is actually very helpful since GDPR was rolled out in 2018. So this is basically a follow-up on the GDPR rollout, especially for Mailchimp integrations. We highly suggest using the full sync so that every time there is a record that unsubscribes in Mailchimp, it could better support your GDPR requirements. And of course, there are different subscriptions or different mailing subscriptions to support GDPR compliancy or the GDPR policy. Last but definitely not the least, for the full sync enhancement alone, we do now have a separate full sync report, which is now available for you to see in your SyncApps dashboard. So once you enable the full sync and you have tried it out for integration, you could actually see a full sync report in your SyncApps dashboard telling you which records were updated from applications that you use. So that is actually a very good tool to use, and I would suggest that you utilize and try out the full sync feature to keep your lists fresh and updated for your integration. So definitely, last but not the least, I introduce you to our new feature, which is the unlimited team members. So with this feature, we now allow you, or we now support you to collaborate with your teams seamlessly for integration. So whether it be your marketing team, whether it be your sales team, whether it be your accounting and billing teams, you could actually add them to one SyncApps account for a much more seamless flow between your teams and your organization. So our unlimited team members feature is now available in our professional and enterprise plans. So you could add as many team members in one SyncApps account. The best usage for this is, for example, I am a manager and I created a SyncApps account, but I don't have access to, of course, billing, and billing is confidential. I would just need to add my billing manager or whoever is in charge of their accounting, add that to one SyncApps account and let them do the billing process for the use of the integration. If I do have a sales manager that I would also like to be on board with the SyncApps integration platform, I could easily add them to my SyncApps account. And of course, your sales and marketing team can now work together more tightly and more closely in making sure that the integration is seamless and making sure that the integration is successful between the applications that you use for the sake of the integration. So that is the beauty of our unlimited team members. So adding a team member to your SyncApps account is super easy and super straightforward. So all you have to do is to go to your SyncApps account under the left tab or in the left panel, go to My Account, and you could see down below, if you scroll down below, you could actually see team members, and you could add as many team members as you'd like, and they will have different, they will be emailed in their own email address that you set up for them. They will be emailed, with links to verify their account to verify their user in your SyncApps account, and of course to set up their own credentials that they will use when logging in to one SyncApps account. So that is the beauty of the unlimited team members feature. So I would also suggest that you highly give it a try and do seamless collaboration with your teams with SyncApps for your integration needs. So basically that is it, and that are the key features that our development team has rolled out for the last quarter of 2018. So definitely we have rolled out a few more key features. If you could go over to our blog over at cazoomi.com/blog, we have a blog posting in there that combines all of the features and all of the enhancements that our development team has rolled out for 2018. So we have definitely closed 2018 with a bang. It's very successful, and definitely I would also like to introduce to you what's in store for 2019. So our development team has a large product roadmap for 2019. We have lots of plans, lots of integrations coming, lots of features and lots of enhancements for our subscribers. So please do stay tuned for that, and please do subscribe to our blogs and to our newsletter campaigns for you to stay updated with any activities for the latest news and updates within SyncApps. And of course, definitely last but not the least, I would also suggest or highly recommend that you stay tuned for our blog posting that we will be posting, or our marketing team will post by the end of the week. So it's a blog posting for the Walkthrough Wednesday for this week, definitely detailing more on the key features or the Walkthrough Wednesday that we have just had. So again, I'm your host, Joanna, with Cazoomi, and I thank you all for coming to our first Walkthrough Wednesday for the year. Thank you so much for your time, and I hope to see you again next time.